Hey guys, it's September 8th, 2020. We're going to take a look at DriveThruRPG, and there's going to be some interesting things here for this week, so let's get started. The deal of the day is Praxis, the Black Monk Oubliette, and here's the cover. Looks pretty cool. It's $5.97 for 94 pages. It's got a print option. There's a video here about it, so that's neat. 40% off, and this seems to be kind of a dark fantasy role-playing game with its own unique system. Let's take a look at the preview. The barber, the surgeon. Looks like there's some playing card suits there, so that's interesting. And maybe some difficulty numbers. It's got some decent art. Seems all right. There's 2 reviews, and this person here doesn't say much other than they misspelled monastery. A lot of stuff here for it, so that's the deal of the day. The next thing we're going to talk about is a sensitive subject. This game right here, I'm just going to leave it up there. It's number 3. Investigate who wrote this game. And I'm not going to give it any more publicity other than saying do a little bit of detective work and see what all the comments are about. Because there's someone there that's quite polarizing that's involved in this game. And yeah. So check it out for yourself and put on your, get your pipe and your Sherlock Holmes hat on. And I think you'll understand why people have a beef with that book right there. Next we're going to talk about is Alien RPG starter set. It's $20, 152 pages, and of course there is the cover, very good. The preview goes to 404. That's not great, and this is going to help you get into the Alien role-playing game, which, you know, I love the first 3 Alien movies. 3 not to a full extent of the first 2, but I still see its I very much see its good qualities. I would love to play this game. I've never used the system. I know Freely Publishing uses the system a lot. My beef with the book is whenever I actually looked at it, it's got nothing but black pages. There's tons of empty space on each of those pages. And this is pretty much the epitome of like the modern role-playing game design, where they give you a big fancy book and they just waste so much space, and they could have given you so much more information. And screw you if you want to try to print it out on those black pages. It's going to destroy your ink. And yeah, they obviously want you to buy it, and but man, it just really irks me to see all that wasted space on the page. But a lot of people like it, won a bunch of awards, so cool for them. I'd love to be able to still try it though, that's for sure. Take a look and see if there's anything else up here in the best selling. No, pretty much what we know. Flint, Blood, Bone. This is a pay what you want. It's 8 pages, and it appears to be that you play as a member in the Upper Paleolithic band of hunter-gatherers 42,000 years ago, roaming the wilds of Europe. So it's a very small game, and I don't believe it has any art. I don't see an artist written here, and it says that it has cannibals and Cthulhu mythos in it, so got to throw them in there. There's the art. The name is cool, Flint, Blood, Bone. And here you can see... odd it succeeds is a D6, even it fails. Okay, I'm certain there's more to it, but neat. I like to be able to play a prehistoric type game. I think that's very cool. Alright, let's look and see what else we can find. Hissing Darkness. This is a space game. Obviously a dark space. It's a dark fantasy science fiction drift and incursion for the Trophy Gold role-playing game, which I've never heard of. And it's got all this cool stuff about it. It is $8 for 20 pages, a little much. There's the cover, no preview. Of course it's new, so not really much going on here. But obviously it's might be impressive because of it is the runner-up in the 2020 Trophy Gold Incursion contest. Good for them. Next. Alright, let's look and see what else we can find. There's a game system here. I don't really want to look at that. Oh, see, there's something else for Alien there. Back to School, Tiny D6. Here's the cover. Alright. Stranger Stuff. 40 pages. It uses a Tiny D6. It's a rules-light tabletop role-playing game in the 1980s adventure, horror, and science fiction where you play kids in their teens, but it is not just homework and asking someone to the dance that are the terrors that need to face. Clearly influenced by the hit Netflix series, but also the great films that inspired the show. Stranger Stuff takes the original card-based versus Stranger Stuff game released by Fat Goblin Games and adapts it to be used with Tiny D6. Two things. This is Complete Gamers or another book. These adventure hooks are written with the assumption you are playing Stranger Stuff or Tiny D6, available here. And so that looks like what you need to play with it. Again, let's take a look at that cover. I think the cover looks cool. And then the preview. That's cool. Looks like old paper from school. And a bunch of adventures, I guess, for it. Could be interesting. I did enjoy the first 2 seasons of Stranger Things. The third one I thought was a bit far-fetched for me, honestly. The second one was pretty much just a big bug hunt, but I think the magic of the first one will probably never be reproduced. I will say that the third season had incredible special effects in moments that I was like, whoa, that looks amazing. It's just unfortunate about the kind of silly story. Very hard to believe. Let's look what else. Let's look at newest print. Tattered Magics. Oh, it's another Gallant Knight Games. Tabletop role-playing game for telling tales of urban fantasy and horror where magic and monsters are real. Well, that's good. You gotta have those aspects. The world is just like ours, but soon will be challenged by creatures of myth and legend. We gotta be fighting these monsters. Everybody knows that. 5 stars. $10, 149 pages. There's the cover. You know it's gonna be that 6x9. Yep, we got that. That's pretty normal for the tiny, like the Gallant Knight games, the sizes and stuff. And then some art. Pretty cool. And we got some discussion. Can you expand the preview to actually show something of the mechanics of the game? And it talks a little bit about the mechanics. How many pages? Will there be a POD? There obviously is right there. So there's Tattered Magics. I am very, very happy once again to see this that I'm about to take a look at. Where are you? Right here. Dragonomicon for 2nd edition D&D. Big fan of this book. I love 2nd edition. It's what I started with. And these people here from in May, and here's November of 2019, asking if it's going to be on print on demand, and it finally is. There it is. The Dragonomicon. Very good. And I want more and more of that right there. As much as they can put out. It'd be nice. Because some of the prices and just difficult to find on eBay. Very challenging. Let's go back up. Well, I guess that's really about it. Nothing else is really catching me. Let's look at this visor system. It's developed and tested over 25 years of hundreds of fantastic players. All you need is set a percentile and a deck of playing cards to play any game. It's great for those times when you just want to play, and also for those year-long campaigns that we all love. It's got a video. It's like an infomercial. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how long it is. It's too long. But you can check it out yourself. There's the cover. I mean, it looks interesting. Only 18 pages. So yeah, might be something to check out, but who knows what they're going to attach to it, what type of adventures and stuff maybe will be made for it. So some cool things here for ships. Always like ships like that. And let's look, one last thing, Parallel Worlds, issue 01. The inaugural issue of Parallel Worlds magazine. It says any system agnostic. Interview with Isaac Childs, reviews, probably some adventures, H.P. Lovecraft, Promising the Stars. There's the cover. Interesting. No preview, that would be nice, but it is pay what you want, so no big deal. 64 pages. And yeah, I guess it's for people that like kind of the old magazines from back in the old day. So there we have it. I will have all the links for everything I looked at in depth, excluding one thing that you'll see on the page there. So I appreciate everybody watching, and you know, if you played any of these games, let me know. If you try them out, some of them will pay what you want, so you can go and grab them. I'll probably take a look at that Flint Blood Bone. Ooh, it's tough. Flint Blood Bone. give that a shot and see what you can do with it. So appreciate you watching, and I will see you next week. Thanks.